deep thoughts for myself. Some, like, I don't know if some of you guys could understand, but I feel like the holidays is where, like, a lot of the realization kind of happens.
I have a very clear vision and I want to start it. And when I start it, he's like, no, let's not do it like this. Let's do it like that. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode. We miss you guys so much. Wait, did you miss me or did you not? Because I know when you miss me because I remember you giving me that big fat hug.
It was very nice and warm and cuddly. But what are you guys up to right now? Comment down below if you're doing laundry, if you're taking care of the kids, because I know Christmas break is actually coming very, very soon. So I know the parents are not going to have a lot of free time. So with that being said, let us know down below. But before we move on to this week's episode, let's go right ahead and give a huge shout out to the real ones that commented on last week's episode, because y'all had us screaming.
Now this one's from Patricia Ponce C. Danny got upset when Irma mentioned that she didn't like his mac and cheese, and then he continued to criticize Irma's cooking and even Irma's mom's cooking. LOL. That was giving hater vibes, but not because he gave his opinion, that's valid, but because his energy was that he was criticizing their cooking in retaliation. I didn't make that hater comment because I know that Irma and Danny are friends and I have no business instigating, but I did agree with that comment at the time.
Hey,
honestly,
what's your
dude,
opinion?
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I literally rewatched it. I watched it that time when you guys were like, oh, he's a fucking hater. I think you guys are probably a little deaf. Like, you guys probably need a cotonete, clean your fucking ears, because I literally said JK.
No, but don't
I literally said JK,
No,
girl.
he literally did. And actually, don't use Q-tips because those block your ears a little bit more. So do something else to clean the ears, please.
That's literally hydrogen peroxide, maybe. No, but for reals though, like, I am literally joking around. That's literally calling, like, that's going back and forth. We're just joking around. Like, I've tasted Irma's mom's cooking before. It was definitely no hater energy. If you're reading my energy or whatever it is, like, girl, you're reading my energy through a screen. I don't understand how you could do that unless you're a fucking bruja.
Oh, shit.
But, I mean, hey, whatever. But if you want to call me a hater, go right ahead. At this point in time, girl, I don't really give a fuck what you think about me. I'm not a hater. I don't need to hate about anything because it doesn't benefit me in any type of way hating on anyone. So
you're living and thriving, babes.
Let's move on.
This next comment's from @Janie. I'm not going to lie, the decor is all over the place and it looks crowded. I would go back to sharing the couch, add decorative pillows, plushies, or blankets, and get rid of the palm tree. This will make the tree stand out.
Well, y'all, this is only temporary. I did hear your guys' criticism when I was watching it because, low-key, I said the same thing. I hated the Christmas tree. I thought it was so bulky and big and obnoxious. And then also I was like, oh shit, this random-ass palm tree in it. But our palm tree is actually going to be our staple in our full-on setup. Like, once the Christmas things come down, y'all will notice when everything's gonna come aligned. There's still some couple of lights that we're gonna add. We kind of just wanted it to look very like podcasty, but also very like, I don't know, I've also liked that very jungle effect. I like trees. I like that wilderness type of
like
feel.
A little touch of green at least, not just plain like
red
curtains with the logo. Like, no, we want to add some personality onto this set, and I feel like adding the trees, adding some lighting, and then once we remove this tree, you guys are gonna see all the extra stuff. I feel like you guys are definitely gonna see the full outcome, and you guys, I feel like, will actually enjoy that. Just think of it this way. Just imagine half of the set is practically done, because on Danny's side is basically done.
Yeah, pretty much, almost, because I still need a couple of plants like right here and like all this
other
other
than that, of course, like, I low-key really did want the tree too, so like that's why it did end up staying, because I was like, no, I kind of want a tree behind me. So I get where you guys are coming from. Like, it is a little bit all over the place, but honestly, it's part of the vibes. It's just for Christmas. Like, deal with it.
But let's move on to the next comment. Now, this one's from @503JOKA. Hey guys, I feel like Danny is not a hater. He is just one mean friend. Oh, hell no, bro. Que te dice las cosas en broma, but low-key de verdad. Y pues Irma solo van con el flow. I love the new set and you guys yapping. Irma, you look great, queen. Just keep dating. I know God has a rich man for you.
That's the last part I'm only listening to. I hope so.
Well, thank you so much for not calling me a hater and telling me that I'm the mean friend. I don't think I'm the mean friend, personally. I think I'm just a very straightforward person.
You're a truther.
Maybe sometimes me and Irma fight like brother and sister vibes where like we're like, oh my God, like,
why
you
are you
look
being
ugly
fucking
as
annoying?
fuck. like stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's just bantering. We're just going back and forth. I personally don't ever feel like I'm a mean girl or anything like that, because I've noticed that with my day-to-day life and with my daily friends that I hang out with, like for example, like with Annette or like with Alan's childhood friends and stuff like that, like they know how I am. I'm very truthful. If you take it that I'm mean, it triggered you, you responded with your trauma, like, and I completely understand that, but I don't think that I'm mean because I'm being truthful. Like sometimes you need to hear it. Sometimes you need that friend to tell you how it is. Maybe that's why I don't have a lot of friends that come up to me and try to like ask me for advice and stuff like that, because I'm a very truthful bitch, and some bitches don't like to hear that stuff. And that's totally okay. You know,
it's all up on them. It's all up on them.
Yeah, basically. And I have a lot of friends that love to hear my truthful shit, because they're like, oh shit, I really needed to hear that. And vice versa. I love friends that tell me my real ass shit, because if not, then fuck, then I would still be the piece of shit person that I was like a 10 plus years ago. Yeah, you know what I mean? So thank you so much for trying to say that I'm a mean girl, but I'm not.
I know, literally. And I love the fact how you guys literally, like, you, that person that commented this, understands how Danny is. And it's usually the newcomers that are just joining in on the podcast.
And it's like, just the judges, girl.
Yeah, it's that. And
just the judges quieren algo que criticar.
Yeah, exactly. But apart from that, thank you so much for your comment.
And the comment about Irma's rich man, when I was in high school, one thing that I had always said, and I don't know if I had told this story a couple of times already, but before I actually got with Alan, I was on one of my worst breakups ever. I had even said that I was like, you know what, like, I'm not even gonna date anyone anymore. Like, I would always be the type of guy that would go and look for love. Like, I would always go out and be like, hey, what's up? Like, flirt with guys and stuff like that. I would be very straightforward. And then, of course, like, when I started growing feelings, like, I would either ask them out or vice versa. They would ask me out.
But this time, this chased you,
No,
bitch.
but this time around, I told myself, I was like, you know what? I think if God really wants to find me someone that truly loves me and find me, then maybe I have to stop looking. Maybe I have to stop looking in different places and it'll just come to me. Yeah. So I literally waited almost a year and a half until me and Alan got together. And, you know, look at me now. We're still together. So vice versa with Irma. I think Irma, even though Irma doesn't believe in God, girl, but I believe that the universe is going to find her the best true love, because she knows the direction she needs to look towards. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. So I feel like as long, like, obviously it's still okay for me to have my little funs here and there. Like, I like to go on like dates with guys. I like to chit chat with guys, but for me to actually chase love, I feel like I don't really do that. So I'm excited to see
like, I just chase some dick.
Literally, that's all I want. Gobble, bitch. Anyways, let's move on to the next comment. This comment is from @PackersMomo F3352. I love this setup. It actually is a good start. On side can be Danny's style and favorite color, etc. The other side could be Irma's style and personal likings. It's just a bit off because of the Christmas tree is there. I think after Xmas, you guys should have a divide on your side, her side.
We have talked about doing stuff like that, but I feel like we don't like to do that because then it looks like clutter. Like, I remember when we had our podcast, I don't know if you guys remember, but we had all the plushies in the back.
Oh my God.
And then I had told Irma, I was like, Irma, if you have plushies, bring them so we could put them on her side. But Irma didn't even have any plushies. I
don't got plushies like that, babe. So like, I don't got room for that.
Yeah, so like we just ended up deciding to just make a very staple one tone like background, because it just looks much more simple. I feel like when we do our her side, his side, like, it just looks too much chaotic, and I just like a very simple set. Maybe it looks a little chaotic for y'all right now, but I promise y'all when the season starts, which is of course in January 1st, again, you guys will see the full on finished product, and you guys will love it. Like, but thank you so much for the compliment. I love you so much.
Love you.
This one's from Yenny0711. OMG Irma, that was definitely a date. A friend with benefits date. The Barbie situation is so true. My kids' Barbies are literally all pelones and desnudos. But what memories will they have if they had to be perfect? I love the family tradition I created. We celebrate on the 24th at midnight and wake up to a messy house on the 25th. Kids full of joy. Danny, I completely understand. My family isn't what it used to be, and so I had to forgive and let go and start creating my own memories with my family I have created.
Oh my gosh, girl, you literally listened to the whole episode.
Yeah, I feel good.
I give you props for that. And now for sure, low-key, this guy, ever since I sent that text message, because remember on the set, I actually literally sent a message and he literally just responded, nice. Boy, like, what the fuck? And so when
what if you heard the podcast?
I highly doubt it, to be honest.
Well, but you have a very noticeable face, and sometimes you go viral, Irma.
not tampoco. Please don't jinx me. But I did end up messaging them after, like, he said nice. I was like, okay, let me see. What if, like, because also, like, maybe there was no really great convo starters or anything. So I was like, hey, how are you? Whatever. And I told him that I was on my way to Bakersfield. And he was like, oh, okay, that's so much fun. Stay safe, chula. And that's it. But también I haven't responded back after that.
Yeah, but he said stay safe, chula, like.
That's it.
Bye.
Like, how do you want me to, like, continue a conversation like that? So this is making me now question, like, was I like, overhyping it in my head and he actually didn't have a good time or what?
Or you
like,
probably just turned him down and he kind of just made up his mind and went to go fuck another bitch.
I mean, he could have. I mean, it's not like he fucked me, babe. So I'm good with that.
Well, pay someone else's drinks at Dave & Buster's.
I mean, I can find somebody else. I'm just kidding. No. But yes, aside though, what are some family traditions that you guys end up doing? Personally, for me, like, as we mentioned, we don't really do like anything crazy. I don't really go over much. When I do go over to my family's house, it's literally just to like eat, chill, loteria, and relax. But I want to know what else you guys do besides like waking up, doing the presents. Like, you know how on Thanksgiving they do the turkey trot and they go like marathon running and shit like that? Is there anything similar like that for Christmas?
Oh, I don't know.
You never heard of turkey trots?
No, what is that?
I just recently learned about this year. When Thanksgiving was going along, there's a thing called turkey trots, which is literally your whole family goes on a marathon run before the day starts of eating and gobbling.
Yeah, that's
and shit.
Definitely healthy, bitches.
Yeah, and I'm like, girl, I'm not even going to be running half a mile, bitch. I'm going to be tired.
I haven't even started my New Year's resolution.
Literally. So I'm curious of like, is there any Christmas like things like that go on around this time?
Well, one Christmas tradition that I actually do have, and I've actually told this to Irma so many times, but she always forgets. And then when I get upset at her, she always is like, oh, you didn't tell me. So, well, this is my personal Christmas tradition. My mom didn't make me grow up. Like, I have built my own Christmas traditions just because I feel like I'm very like superstitious and stuff like that. So one thing that I love to do every single year is like once my Christmas tree is up, I like to have it turned on the entire time. I don't like to turn it off. I don't like to do that. And my reasoning why I don't like to turn it off is because when I was younger, I had this very superstitious thing that if the Christmas tree was off, that Santa wasn't going to be able to see it and he wasn't going to leave me my present. For the kids that are watching, you know, ding, 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 and the adults are watching, you know what I mean? I don't want to spoil it, but it's not necessarily that Santa won't come, but I feel like I won't be able to bless my family with the presents that they want or that I want to give them, or that there won't be enough presents under the Christmas tree. So that's why I don't like to turn it off. I remember last year when we had our Christmas tree up, we normally like to turn off all the lights in my house when we leave. And for some weird reason, I don't even know where it came about, Irma unplugged my Christmas tree and I didn't notice it. And this was like a week before Christmas. She unplugged my Christmas tree and I didn't even notice it until we came back and I was like, it's a little dark in here. Like, let's turn on some lights. And I turned on all the lights. You know, we were smoking for a little bit. And then where I sit in my couch, you can clearly see like my Christmas tree, like it's my TV and then my Christmas tree. And I was like, something feels really off. And I straight up go, who turned off my Christmas tree? And I literally looked at Alan and Irma and I was like, who turned off the Christmas tree? They both, and I was like, well, who turned off the Christmas tree? Like, who turned off the Christmas tree? Like, that's the one thing that bugs me. Like, if I tell you, just tell me so that I don't get more upset. So then Irma goes, oh shit, I didn't. I was like, Irma, why did you turn off the Christmas tree? I've told you not to turn off the Christmas tree. She goes, oh, well, it's because you told me to turn off all the lights. I was like, but I never said the Christmas tree. Like, I just said the lights. Like, I've told you I leave my Christmas tree on the entire time. I was so upset literally the entire time. Like, it's not necessarily like a really big deal. Like, it's like, Danny, just turn it on. But you guys know, when you guys have your own superstitions and your own beliefs and stuff like that, that's like a really big thing. So I took it to heart and I was like, fuck, like, what if this year, like, the Christmas is gonna be bad? Like, what if Christmas doesn't come? Like, what if something along the way of Christmas happens and like my family can't come or whatever it was?
Yeah, but it's just like your inner thought and your inner child kind of like, oh shit, like,
well, it's not my inner child. I believe in superstitious stuff. Like, even on New Year's Eve, like, I don't know about you guys, but for New Year's Eve, I have a really big tradition where I make sure that my grapes are always eaten. I always have a wish. I always have a kiss with Alan, and then I hug my family. And then one thing that a lot of people don't know is I actually always have my headphones on because I listen to one specific song before the clock strikes midnight just to wish me luck throughout the year. Aww. And I don't like to say it because then if I end up saying which song I like to do it, I feel like it ruins the magic. doesn't
okay,
match it.
Mr. Santa Claus.
No, dude, I have a lot of superstitions
That's
for like
really
the
cool
family
though.
stuff. Like
I honestly never really had like any superstitions or anything like crazy or creative like that for Christmas and stuff. So like I find it very fascinating and interesting for like those that has these type of superstitions. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? So like when you told me about like, oh, why'd you turn off the tree? Like of course for me, I'm like, oh, like you
Just
know
plug it back in.
yeah, just plug it
deal.
back in. It's not a big deal. But now understanding where you're coming from, like it makes sense. So for sure after that, I have not touched the tree at all.
She don't touch my tree no more.
I did not touch the tree at all. The only time I touched it is to decorate it, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next comment.
This next comment is from Pink Elephant Scanfly. Had to comment just to say I'm in the top 4% of listeners of the podcast. My YouTube rap is you guys, Alan, Annette, and Irma. I better be invited for the next Palm Springs trip at this point. Oh my God. Thank you, Queen, for literally listening to us on the podcast. Like, and the fact that you literally are listening to us too, aside from just watching, because I know it's really hard to get like our YouTube audience to go and listen to us on like a different platform and stuff like that. But just so you know, you guys, like, you guys don't have to wait. You guys could always go listen to us. And if you guys want to reround, then just come watch after, you know. So just remember, you guys still have the option to listen to us as well. Links are all down in the description below, obviously. But we love you so much. Thank you for all the love and support, and hope to see you next year on the new YouTube rap and maybe top 1% of listeners.
Yes, y'all. If you guys are any of the percent of our listeners, thank you guys so much. Comment down below right now if you are. But thank you guys so much for always sticking to us every single year and listening to all of our shenanigans. I feel like the podcast is somewhere where me and Irma can escape to. And I love that you guys are listening to us. And I also love the fact that we listen to you guys, because one of my things that I have always wanted to do was reply back to your comments. Like, I have always been like, damn, like, how can I be more connected to you guys? And that's the best thing to do. So comment down below right now, because we love to talk every single chisme with y'all. We love to know what you're doing. Si te estás picando la cola, let us know, bro, because sometimes I be doing it too.
It's okay, nothing wrong.
Let's move on to our last comment.
This last comment is from Atlanderos94. Love the drink idea. That's so cool that you guys show us a little easy, yummy drink now. Love you guys, pero the decoration con palm tree is not giving. I feel ya con the Xmas tree would be fine, simple and plain. Ya está bien, because remember, the red background is strong enough. Casi solo.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your opinion. We definitely have a hate or love relationship with our background. But like I said, just stay tuned. Hold your horses, and you guys will see the set very, very soon. And I am actually super happy that you guys are enjoying our segment where we're making drinks with you guys. Me and Irma have had this idea for a very long time to do it live on set. So now that we're able to do it, I'm super happy. So let's move on to Sip of the Week. Alrighty, y'all. So for this week's Sip of the Week, we decided to make a strawberry espresso martini. Now, I personally don't like vodka. Normally, we would do it with tequila, but this is actually the right way to do it. I did end up getting some fresh espresso from my new espresso machine. And of course, we have some vodka and some strawberry Baileys, and then of course, our shaker. These ingredients you guys should already have if you're an alcoholic. But if you're not, then you can definitely go get this at your local Ralph's or at your local grocery store. It is super simple. How much was the Baileys?
So the Baileys was $20.
Okay, so the Baileys was $20 for a big one, but I have heard that they have minis. So if you guys ever want to make yours, this is going to be definitely a very affordable Christmas drink that you can have. Because literally that Baileys, I think you can make maybe probably like 10 or 15.
Yeah, high-key you can. For the quantity that it gives you and for the amount, it is a pretty decent bottle, of course, but hopefully it is pink, because originally I was actually trying to look for the Bailey's Red Velvet Cupcake, but literally sold out all over in OC, and I was like, girl, I'm not gonna be driving like IE, LA just to get that. So strawberry one it is, and that was already even tedious to find too. So I don't know what's going on with all these Bailey drinks that are like cute and not being available in stores, especially in OC. Stop buying them, bitches. But let's go right ahead and start making this, bitch.
So we're gonna go ahead and grab our shaker.
And then we're gonna obviously get our tequila. I wish it was tequila.
I know, Loki, but
it is gonna
Tito's
be.
It has to be.
It does, but vodka it is.
But what do you guys prefer to drink? Do you guys like vodka or tequila?
Ooh.
Now we are putting 2 shots of Tito's.
That's actually 4 shots. Remember?
No, remember this is not considered a 2. This is considered only 1 shot.
You're right. Just kidding.
All right, and then we're gonna grab 2 shots of the Baileys.
Ooh, I'm actually excited for this one. I kind of want to try it on its own a little bit.
Oh, okay, we can.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go
can.
ahead and pour it in.
All right, cool. Oh, that smells like Nesquik.
Oh, yeah, it does. This is definitely gonna be dangerous.
Oh, and it's nice and creamy.
Baileys has alcohol, right?
Yes, Bailey's has alcohol. Oh, we already got 2 shots of alcohol in there, bitch.
Oh, 2
this
shots
is
of
17%.
Who said?
It's there.
Oh, let's just do half a shot then.
Okay. We're crazy, guys.
Well, it's because this is a holiday drink, right, y'all?
Yeah,
we have to make sure it's delicious.
And we have to just get in the holiday spirit.
Alrighty, and then we're gonna grab our freshly brewed espresso. Now, this is 4 shots of espresso.
That's 4 shots?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God.
Low-key, it probably is a little less because my espresso machine was pouring it a little less.
Yeah,
slow,
that looked like a double shot, not gonna lie, but it's okay. It's still gonna be delicious. So if you guys could just get yours at a store if it's easier for you, or if you actually know, leave some tips down below. But now it's time to shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake, 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 shake.
Oh, look, I'm so excited because it is still coffee, so...
It's gonna wake us up, dude. I'm actually really, really excited to try this. And hopefully it's pink. The reason why I wanted to get the red velvet one is for it to look pink. And hopefully this is gonna be what's executing it. So, so far no promises yet. I'm excited. Oh,
what the fuck?
it's caca. But I like how creamy it is, though.
Yeah, this doesn't even look pink.
It doesn't. I think we got scammed, guys. Oh. First off, sniff test literally smells like Napoleon ice cream, guys.
Yeah, it does. It smells really good.
It smells really, really delicious. It doesn't even smell like alcohol when I smelled it.
It smells so good. So this would definitely be a good picker-upper for your morning coffee.
Yes.
Instead of having your actual regular coffee. So if you want to show up drunk to your job, it's definitely gonna be good.
No, if you're a stay-at-home mom and after you drop off the kids and you need a break, girl, this is the drink for you, babes. Okay, so let's try this out. Cheers.
No, it does smell really good.
Right, Napoleon, right?
Now
okay.
I didn't bring the coffee beans to put on top, but that's totally
just imagine the beans there, okay, guys? It's chorro. Cheers.
That's hella fucking strong.
At first I was like, oh, and then it hit. I was like, oh shit.
But it's actually not too bad. You have to admit, like it's good,
not
but
bad. It's like, you know what the consistency of it gives me melted ice cream. That's what it is, and I love that consistency. But girl, this is strong.
But honestly, it really does taste like an espresso martini.
It does.
I'm an expert. I'm an expert at the espresso martini.
No, literally.
No, because
we love espresso martini.
But Irma doesn't even like it that much because last time we went to Vegas and you tried it, you literally went.
That was because it was vodka, bitch.
Well, this is vodka too.
Nah,
this is actually really good.
This is
really good.
Cheers. This was a success. But if you guys do end up making this, please let us know down below. Or any other suggested drinks that we should try out. That's Christmas aesthetic vibes, guys. Besides eggnog.
Comment down below what you guys think and let us know what drink we should make for next week's episode. But this espresso martini is definitely one for the books. Thank you to Mint Mobile for sponsoring this week's episode. Girl, you know how most holiday gifts end up in a drawer or forgotten at someone's house?
That's literally you.
Okay, rude, but not this one. Mint Mobile is offering unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. That's their best deal of the year, aka the only holiday gift I'll actually use every single day.
Facts. Mint Mobile's best deal of the year is happening right now. Get a 3, 6, or 12-month unlimited plan for $15 a month. High-speed data, unlimited talk and text. Plus, you can bring your same phone and number.
And no contracts. Honestly, I use this and you should too. I have so much compared to my old plan.
Same. The Cheesemint loads instantly.
Don't get them socks. Get them premium wireless for $15 a month. Shop Mint Unlimited plans at mintmobile.com/LTP. That's mintmobile.com/LTP.
Limited time offer. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months. Plan required $15 a month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan terms only. 35 GB may slow when network is busy. Capable devices required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
Now let's go back to this week's episode. Okay, y'all. So since it is Christmas time, there is a lot of questions on why people celebrate certain things. I actually have a lot of questions during Christmas because there's a lot of traditions that, you know, get celebrated during Christmas time that I don't know about. Like, for example, the Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah.
Have y'all heard of the Elf on the Shelf? Like, girl, you have to be living under a fucking rock if you don't know what the fuck that is. Because they have a Martha Stewart Elf on the Shelf. They have a Snoop Dogg Elf on the Shelf. They have an Elf on the Shelf.
They have a quite cute variety, honestly. And genuinely, I never heard of the Elf on the Shelf until basically like a few years now that I'm older. As a kid, I never grew up with Elf on the Shelf at all. Like, my parents were literally just always like, mira, si no te portas bien, Santa Claus te va a castigar y no te va a traer regalos. And I'm like, oh my God, fuck no, I'm gonna fucking behave, of course. But Elf on the Shelf, if many of you guys don't know, is actually a good way to kind of castigar your kids a little bit.
Yes, well, the real actual thing of what it is Elf on the Shelf is a little toy elf that comes to life at night during Christmas. The idea is that the elf is watching your kids during the day. At night, it flies back to the North Pole to report to Santa if they are good or bad. When it returns, it hides in a new spot in the house. So every morning, kids wake up excited to find where the elf moved. It becomes a whole daily game during Christmas.
But apart from that, I guess there's another twist to it, because I keep seeing that each time when the kids wake up and they find the elf on the shelf, it's like como si el elf le está haciendo como travesuras. Like, for example, the elf supposedly painted on the kid's face.
Well, those are for the bad kids.
Oh.
So like they're like, girl, well, we're gonna be mischievous to you since you're being bad. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
But if it's a good, so basically, if the child is doing good, basically, and the elf is like, you know what, I'm gonna report to the North Pole, Santa's doing good. Aquí me voy a sentar así bien, like good. I'm not gonna do anything to you. But if the kid is behaving bad, then I guess that's when they do like mischievous little like payback, I guess, on the kids, which I actually find very, very hilarious. I've been seeing that a lot on my For You
Honestly,
page.
yeah, I've been seeing the little British girls.
Iconic.
No,
yes.
the British ones are so funny.
Like, why did you do that? Huh? Why?
Yeah, no, dude, it is so fucking funny. Like, honestly, kids are just so funny. Like, they're just the funniest thing
and
ever.
It's like, no, not trying to be mean or bullying or anything. Like, you know how they're like, kids are just so gullible. And it's just so adorable how they react. And they were just like, why would he do that? Like,
that's the only way, that's the only reason why I kind of want to have a kid. Is to play little tricks on them, like stuff like that. Because that's really fun. So it is during Christmas time so that the kids can behave during the Christmas time so that they can get all of their gifts.
Right.
But parents set up funny scenarios every night. Elf baking cookies, elf trapped in the fridge, elf doing snow angels on the floor, elf wrestling Barbies. It becomes a creative challenge and super Instagram and TikTok friendly. It builds tradition for a lot of families. The elf arriving on December 1st is a big annual moment. Kids name their elves, write letters to it, and get attached.
And honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like it's always so much more funner for the parents, because I've actually seen other TikToks of literally parents acting like if the elf fucking like taped them up and taped their mouth and they're all hidden in the fucking garage.
Yeah, the parents definitely have a lot more fun. If you guys are a parent and you guys are doing the Elf on the Shelf, please comment down some story times, because we would love to hear some funny ass story times of the Elf on the Shelf. Like, I wish when I was a kid that was something that I would do, because I think I would definitely be much more nicer on Christmas.
No, dude, yes aside, I'd probably be less of a chiona, not gonna lie, during Christmas time and everything. Because, girl, like, Christmas for me as a kid was just so magical and amazing that I couldn't imagine myself missing out on anything, to be honest.
No, but now, a lot of Christmas movies talk about the Christmas past, present, and future. I don't really understand that. I have seen movies about it. Like, for example, like, have you seen like My Ex's Christmas? I saw my ex's Christmas past, present, or future. It's something about that, and pretty much it's like
seeing your ex's basically
seeing your ex's past, present, not just your exes, like different exes from your past, your present, and what's gonna be like your future. Like if you continue going the wrong ways. Now it comes from Charles Dickens' story, A Christmas Carol, the one with Scrooge. But it became way more than just a story. Here's a real reason why people use it today. In A Christmas Carol, 1843, Scrooge is visited by the ghost of Christmas past, show him his old memories, the ghost of Christmas present, show him what's happening right now, the ghost of Christmas yet to come, shows what will happen if it doesn't change. The structure becomes iconic. Why people use it now? because it's a perfect way to reflect on your life during the holidays. People love to use it for jokes, deep conversation, therapy moments, and other things. Here's what each ghost represents today. People look back at childhood Christmas memories, family traditions, old relationships, embarrassing holiday stories, things they miss, or things they want to leave behind. It's nostalgic plus trauma plus comedy all in one.
Oh, 100%.
So what would you think about your past about Christmas?
Oh my God, dude. On my past about the Christmas, honestly, I feel like I've already mentioned it before, but the past that I always remember is me getting traumatized with barbecue ribs.
Oh, really?
Literally.
I thought that was during Thanksgiving.
No, dude, it's because my tia would make them both for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I really did have a huge love for barbecue ribs. I loved barbecue ribs. Barbecue ribs were literally like my ride or die. So like, I understand where Danny comes from, like where he loves his barbecue, but like after that moment of me grubbing so hard, you guys, like to tell you, like, look, I've always been a big back. Like, BS aside, big back activities, that was me as a kid. Like, I just love to fucking eat. So when there was some bomb-ass food, I'm gonna be fucking eating up in the fucking kitchen. I'm gonna be in the kitchen standing around to see what's next. So with that, I literally saw my tia. She was like about to take them out. They were already nice, recently heated. Took nibbles of it. And then after, I still ate more. And then after, I remember even sneaking a piece, bitch, and going to the fucking restroom to fucking go eat it. Because that's how bad I knew I was grabbing a little too hard. And after that, like, I just can't have barbecue ribs the same because I just threw up, bitch. Like, that's how big back activity was. Like, literally, like, to tell you guys, like, I've always been a fat bitch. Like, I've always just loved food as a kid. And I think it just all comes from, like, one, ADHD, and then two, just from, like, me just
your habits.
Yeah, just my habits and just always being around food, and then like me feeling the satisfactory of food, and then just always, I feel like that's what it is for the holidays for me as a kid.
Oh,
food.
Okay.
Food. And I feel like the holidays fucked me up a lot more as a kid, because that's when like me pasaba la verga, you know, like it wasn't cute, babes. Like I got my whole fucking ass crack showing when I was trying to open my presents and shit. Like, girl, like I feel like that's the past that for sure I envision of just me grubbing as a fucking kid, to be honest.
Well, actually, one of my favorite Christmas traditions, and I wish that we still do it with like my family, for example. And this was actually before Lee stepped into the picture, and Lee actually caught this Christmas tradition right after, you know, he had Noah. But we didn't go right after with how we had Noah because, of course, he was a baby. We used to actually go to Universal Studios for Grinchmas every single year. And it was one of my favorite Christmas traditions that we would do. I haven't done that in like a while now because like I feel like we don't really think about that. Like, I feel like I'm so busy with my life and stuff like that. But
there's
that's definitely
so much
one
more
of the
other shit going on, babes.
But I feel like now I would love to have that tradition back, is to go every single year with my family to Grinchmas. But
it gets expensive, babes. Come
no,
on.
it does get expensive. But I feel like that was my mom's, like, my mom would always be like, oh, this is your guys' Christmas present. Of course, we still had a Christmas present to open the day up. But she would be like, oh, well, this is part of your Christmas present. But she had her annual pass.
Yeah.
So like we went, of course it was free because she paid for it.
If anything, I feel like if you guys do, if you want to continue on with that tradition, I feel like it'd be great. Like, obviously, if you want to spend more on presents, go off, queen. Like, shit, I would too. But like, I feel like it'd be a great start even for next year if you guys do that as a family Christmas tradition. That you guys, instead of doing presents, let's just spoil ourselves and go to Universal's Christmas.
Yeah, that would actually be good. I'm actually going to talk to Ma'am about it.
Yeah, call her up right now.
Yes, literally. But another thing is the Christmas present. Now, the Christmas present, people talk about what their current life looks like, how their holidays feel now, less magical, more stressful. What they're thankful for, who actually still around this year. This is like a reality check.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you get to see how many people come and go and how many people are actually, you know, there for you during the holiday season. So I feel like that's actually one of the most important things, because you start realizing who is there for you, what is going to happen in the next year, and, you know, all of the fun memories and how magical it feels. I feel like every year, like I said last episode, is now so much more magical for me because, like I told you guys in the last episode, like, I never thought in a million years I would escape, you know, what it was my dad's side of the family. So, like, I am super grateful for where I am today, and just to make much more happy memories and not feel so like, oh my God, like having anxiety that something's going to happen during Christmas time. Because I feel like that's what I had. Like, that was one of my most traumatic things when I was younger, was what was going to happen during Christmas time, because it was either going with my dad or staying with my mom, or like, you know, something sometimes even when I did go with my dad, I felt so bad because my mom was lonely during Christmas, or vice versa. You know, when my mom had us, I felt so bad that my dad was going to be lonely during Christmas.
You just wanted to please both of your parents.
Yeah. So, talking about Christmas past, now let's talk about Christmas future. What you want to do? I feel like me and Alan always talk about the next Christmas. Like, next year's Christmas is going to be super exciting because it's going to be something that I actually love. Like, finally, like, every single year, Alan does kind of choose the Christmas theme because I feel like I am really good at decorating and stuff like that, pero él no me deja. And I feel like sometimes he has a very clear vision, but then his vision gets very blurry and then he kind of just gives up. Yeah. I have a very clear vision and I want to start it. And when I start it, he's like, no, let's not do it like this. Let's do it like that. So next year, I feel like we're going to be in much more agreements and I'm just super excited.
But apart from just having like future plans of what we're going to decorate for next year, of course, because it's always very exciting. Of course, this year is such a success for you guys with the whole Candyland and gingerbread. So adorable, so cute. But apart from decorating for next year, there's a lot more other things that we need to focus on, which is the future of our goals, with what traditions you can create with your kids or with your partner in general, or even with yourself, the type of person they hope to be, or jokes like, I see myself eating tamales again next year, which obviously that's me 24/7. I'm always anticipating for my mom's tamales, so honestly, can't wait for that. But honestly, whenever I think about my Christmas future, it's so sad to say, but like, I can't envision it. In a sense, I don't mean to go dark like this or anything like that. No, it's alcohol talking. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I feel like future wise, it's hard for me to captivate what's going on in the future. Because I know there's people that say like, oh, I envision myself doing this. I envision myself doing that. I envision myself doing that. But I feel like right now I'm still so stuck in the present that it's hard for me to think what I want for the future.
Well,
I feel like I'm just living day by day, which is not okay. But at the same time, like, I'm still trying to focus on what I want to do and who I am, because I feel like even though you're 30, 35, you could still be discovering of who you are and what you want to be. And I feel like I'm in that position right now where I'm like, okay, like, let me discover what I want to do, and then I could focus on my future.
I really do think that you should think about the future because it's something that you look forward to.
It's a purpose.
It's a purpose, yeah. Like, for example, like right away when I start thinking about like my next Christmas, like that's already me making me hopeful about what I am going to do next December, like in the next 12 months.
And I'm not trying to say that I don't have a purpose, guys. Let me be clear. Like, it's not like I don't have a purpose, but it's just like I feel like I still haven't figured out what purpose. I'm set with yet.
Well, that's what it is.
It's literally that.
Because it really is that.
Yeah.
And like that's the one thing that I'm trying to make you understand is like your mindset is very much of like, what am I going to do today to live? What am I going to do tomorrow to live? And what am I going to do in the next 2 days to live or this weekend? But you need to look a little bit more further in that, because then you're able to be like, okay, you know what? I actually want to go back to school and I want to do this. So what are the steps that I'm going to take in between it so that I can reach that goal by the end of, let's say, May?
It's setting like mini goals that I need to try to achieve to be able to achieve that main goal and stuff. And that's the thing where right now.
And you can say that you can discover yourself, but like, and be like, oh, and then I'll figure it out.
But I don't venture out that crazy amount that.
But not only that, you're not discovering yourself because you have no path. Yeah. You kind of are just you're kind of just walking around. You're just kind of walking around the forest and hoping you're going to get out of the forest.
Yeah.
You're not actually looking at a clear path and being like, oh shit, the sun is here, this is there. This is what I need to do to get to there.
Yeah.
So like that's that's maybe a New Year's resolution. You need 100%. To definitely set your goals and stuff like that. When they start telling you that your mind really does develop at the age of 25, it really does, because then that's kind of like how depression kind of hits, because you kind of start being like, oh shit, I told myself that I was going to do this, and now I'm at this age where, oh fuck, I told myself I was going to do it, I didn't do it, now I'm a piece of shit, I'm this because I can't do it and all this stuff. And that's how depression really does hit.
And it's crazy because each time the holidays come, don't get me wrong, you guys, like, I love the holidays. The holidays are great because it just adds like another cheerful like spark into my life. Like, it's something happy, it's something to be celebrated, it's something to be around with friends and family and stuff. But also, like, I'm not trying to be here like the downer or anything of that sort, but deep thoughts for myself. I don't know if some of you guys could understand, but I feel like the holidays is where like a lot of the realization kind of happens. And especially for my age, because I always told myself when I was like 18, 21, like, I'm gonna be moved out by like this amount, but this age, and by 30 I'm gonna do this, by that. And I'm still stuck at that moment where I'm like, bitch, like, I'm still stuck. Like, if I was before COVID. And like, it sucks to say that I'm using that an excuse that COVID literally was the reason why, like, I feel like my life stopped. And I'm gonna admit, I really do think COVID did stop my life. That once my life was at pause right there, I didn't know how to continue. And I feel like I'm still at that moment where like, I'm like kind of, I guess, blurred out of what exactly I want to do. And you're right. Like, I do have goals of what I want to do. I do want to go to school. I do want to do this. I do want to do that. But it's just finding that push and that motive again. It's really, really hard. And don't get me wrong, after the surgery and after losing weight, I've been building my confidence. I've been feeling amazing. I've been feeling great. But finding that motivation again to actually like input it into my life and complete my goals has always been a huge issue with me. And it always hits me so much more harder during the holidays. So I feel like definitely this year, ever since I turned 27, like, it's been hitting me of like, you know what, girl, like, you gotta work hard. You gotta like stop being lazy. Cause no lie, like, I feel like finally these past few months after losing the weight, I actually do feel like I've been back to back to back to back to back. Honestly, I feel like these have been the most busiest weeks that we've had in general, and the most busiest that I have felt. And it feels finally good, because when I was overweight, dude, I was barely able to handle all the shit that I would do, because I would be just a huevona. I would be my fucking fat ass on the couch like, ay, no tengo hueva, no, I just want to eat. No, like, now that I really can't use my food as an escape and just be a huevona, like, now I actually have to find options of like, okay, no, like, I actually have to do this. I have to actually do that. I have to do this, do that, do this, do that. Like, I don't know. I feel like the holidays is like always a great way to reflect, not only for the new year, guys. Like, each holiday that comes up, it's always a moment for you to reflect, and it's okay to be in the position that you are, but you just need to find a way to push that. And I feel like that's the part where I'm trying to escape from and actually try to push forward and think about my future and stuff. So
I understand that you're an overthinker, and I understand that you do that, but you have a really bad thing about not being able to move forward, and you're so negative.
Yeah.
You, unfortunately, hold on, let me tell you something.
No, and it's true.
I can sit down here and tell you I hate Christmas time because, you know, when I was a child, I didn't have my parents, I didn't have this, I didn't have that, I didn't have all of this. But I use it as a reflection. I use it as like, oh shit, now I'm grateful for what I have. And you, that's somebody that I had met, that you have everything. Like, you have supportive parents, you have parents that still want you to live with them, you have siblings that, even though you think that they don't care for you, like, they still do care for you, because if not, they wouldn't be in your life or wouldn't even do any little tiny thing.
Or even want to have a conversation with me.
Being even grateful that you are able to have very big family pachangas, or being able to have your family all together, and, you know, being able to celebrate that, because there's a lot of people that don't have that.
And that's the thing that I feel like I've always struggled with, and I still struggle with. I think even though that I went to fucking therapy that a year ago, and even like when I stopped or whatever, my therapist would even tell me, it's so hard for you to get out of that negative space. You're still constantly thinking negative, even though she told me, like, she would give me homeworks of like, do this better, do that, like, overcome it with a positive, dude. Like, it sucks so bad that my brain literally engraved that negativity so bad in my brain that it's a vicious cycle that it continuously fucks with my fucking mind, and it fucking sucks. And it's getting to the point where, like, I'm tired of that shit. Like, I need to get that negative mentality out of my head, because it's not helping myself for shit. Like, just imagine me fucking, like, how sad is it to say that, like, I don't see a fucking future. Like, I can't see my Christmas future. How sad is that? I'm not trying to say it's normal, like, oh, it's normal to see, like it's valid. Like, yeah, it's valid to feel like that, but to put that out there, like, it's not okay to think like that, guys. Like, you really do need to see your life in a positive outcome. And sometimes, and for me, honestly, it is really hard. And that's a vicious cycle that I just want to get rid of. And it's very hard. Trust and believe, it's so fucking hard. And I know it could be an easy fix for me just starting to fucking take my medication, and easily I could just do half a dose instead of doing the full thingy. Don't rely on the fucking medication.
No. First of all, I'm not gonna. First of all, nothing is easy. You can't. You're jumping from. Well, it's going to be super easy because if I just take my pills, it's going to... No. It's definitely not easy just for you to take a pill and move on.
It has to be a challenge.
You have to work on it. You don't lose weight one day to another. You are not depressed one day and you wake up the next day happy. Like, you need to work on yourself from the step one. You can't rely on something to be like, hey, you know what? Today, I'm actually wanting to be happy and I want to start relying on my pills and I want to start doing that. You have been our friend for a very, very long time, and you still have the fear that you're gonna lose us because of your traumas from your past friendship, and you yourself don't let yourself let go, and you let yourself be in this negative mindset all the time because you don't reflect that, oh, you know what, I'm actually a really good friend. My friends love me, my friends cherish me, my friends care for what I do for them, and I do a lot for them too. I might be a fuck up here and there, but I'm still working on it.
But
you know?
it goes back to me being a negative mindset.
But that's what I'm saying is like you yourself. You yourself choose to be in that negative mindset and be like, well, I'm not going to be in this negative mindset if I take my pills. But that's not the case. If you said, I'm actually not going to be negative in this case because I'm going to think positive right now.
See,
that's the difference. Is you don't reflect right then and there, or you overthink on the wrong side.
Exactly.
Instead of overthinking of being like, oh my God, you know what? I did fuck up. I said this. I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I did fuck up. Wait, I actually didn't fuck up. Let's reflect. Let's reflect. Did Danny or Alan or my mom or this person say this? Did that trigger me? Oh shit, that did trigger me. Why did it trigger me? Oh, because of this. Oh shit. So let me explain to them why it triggered me, and then I'll apologize.
Yeah.
That's the steps that you don't take. You don't take a chance, like just like how you said, you have been your busiest that you have been, but you also don't have a structure to be like, oh shit, I need time to reflect. I need time to realize. I'm just doing this. Yeah, you're just on your feet all the time. You don't, and that's why your emotions get to you because you overwork yourself, you over emotionalize yourself, you overdo it.
Yeah, and that's
your mind is your biggest. You are literally trapped in a jail cell with a million people telling you what to do or what to think. And that's the one thing that you need to do is work on being like that, because I know, and you guys might think like, oh, why is Danny giving all those stupid
it's because,
advice?
Dude, he's known me for so many years, and I explained to him like my struggles and my everyday things that I deal with.
I know because I used to be in therapy, and I know how it feels to be in that dark place. Like, I might not be a super overthinker like you are, but I definitely overthink, and I definitely overthought my life like so many times. Like, I've overthought living, I've overthought fucking being with my dad, being with my mom, being like, I've overthought plenty of things, but I'm so glad that I was able to take a step back and be like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I screwed up or they screwed up, and that doesn't make me the type of person that I am. I need to be better, not just for myself, but for everyone around me, because it's not only triggering me, it's triggering everyone else. It's making everyone upset, or it's making it my problems everyone else's problems. And that's you just need to reflect on you need to get out of your head. Not only do you have to get out of your head, you need to overthink the positive, not the negative.
When my therapist told me, trust and believe, when you start taking your ADHD pills, your life's going to be so much more smoother. And this is literally, and I get DMs from you guys, and even like people in the comments from previously when I was like diagnosed and I was taking my pastillas and stuff. Like, you guys literally were straight up like, your life becomes so easier because, as Danny said, I'm a huge overthinker. My brain is just wired completely different. And that's the thing where the pills come in to help you rewire and understand and reflect those moments. And that's where I'm at fault, because I haven't taken that initiative to actually continue on to do those. And I know like what you mean by like, you can't blame the pills, or like you can't use that as an excuse.
Your ADHD pills aren't forever. Remember, it's a tool to help you.
Yeah.
It's not something for you to rely on.
It's just something to at least help me manage the emotions that I could have, because the pastillas that I have, it's something that it's not meant for me to be like, as you know, it's meant for me to like relax, calm this brain down, bitch, to literally slow it down and think it through. And that's the thing. My mind is literally 24/7. What's next? What's next? What's next? I need to slow it down. Anyways, enough of that ADHD talk, guys. Like, honestly, like, I feel like this literally conversation just went a whole
because it is very much reflective. This is very much reflective of like Christmas time and during the holidays, because it's the end of the years. Yeah. It's the end of the years where you really need to start reflecting on what you want to do in the next year. Like, one thing, like, for example, I'm gonna tell y'all my goals. Irma's goal is definitely to stop overthinking for next year. Yeah. But one thing that I need to start thinking about is actually being very communicated with my financials, and not only just financially with myself, but also with my man, because something that me and Alan haven't done for a very long time has been just talking about financials. Like, I'll be like, hey, you know what, babe, we have a bill here, we have a bill here, we have a bill here, this needs to be paid, but we never really talked about like, babe, like, where are you at in life financially? Or babe, where are you like in financially? What are your financial goals? And I feel like that's a very big conversation that we both need to have. So lately I have been a little bit more transparent with my man and telling him, hey, you know what? Like, these are the bills that I have. I understand how to deal with my bills, and I understand how to I feel like I know how to manage my money, but sometimes you just need a little bit more help from your partner to tell you, hey, you know what? This is what I'm actually doing to make me a little bit more money, or
so let me help you out.
So let me help you, or vice versa. Hey, babe, I actually wrote down my bills and this is actually helping me. Do you know what your bills are? And he'll go, no, I don't know what my bills are. All right, let me write it down for you so you know how much you need to make a month in order for you to feel like, oh shit, you know what? I'm not just throwing money here, I'm not throwing money there, and then next month I don't know how much I need to make because I don't know how much I need to pay in rare, and I need to know how to pay in this. So I feel like that's another goal that I want to do, is just be very financially communicative, because that's very important in a relationship. I feel like financially, money wise, can make or break a relationship, because then you're hiding that stuff. And I'm not talking about like mixing your money or like getting a bank account together. Both. What's his, yours is yours is his. No, I'm talking about you guys have a balance with your money. Like, if I can't afford this, but he can, well, we have to meet in the middle. Like, we're both human beings making money. We got to realize that, you know, if you make more money or I make more money, if you make less or I make less, like, we got to find a medium. So that's another goal that I want to do for the next year, is just be a little bit more financially communicative with my partner. So like we can, and also with Irma, I feel like Irma is very much another person that I need to talk to her. Lately, I have been really good at telling her like, hey, you know, this is how much we're making on the podcast. Hey, you know, this is what we're spending. Hey, you know, where this is where invest this. And Irma is very brand new to this, because we haven't done this in a very long time. So we just had our very first argument, not necessarily argument, a discussion about with our podcast with this side of the stuff. When we were doing our couches and stuff, Irma went out to go buy a couple of the things, and I had told her like, hey, why did you spend so much money at Dollar Tree and at Target? And she goes, oh, well, I had to get this and that. And I told her, hey, like, you got to let me know what you're buying, because I didn't expect for us to spend almost $75 on everything that you bought. Like, I thought that, you know, you were probably going to spend maybe like a measly $20 on everything that we got. And she was like, oh shit, like, yeah, you're right. Like,
and I never really thought of it in that way or in that perspective, because in my mindset, obviously I'm like, all right, whatever we make on the podcast, if many of you guys don't know, we always split it. But I always tell Danny, and Danny always tells me, like, all the money that we make on this is all going towards the podcast and everything. So the moment where he told me like, hey, like, you kind of like over budgeted, those are things that you need to think about. I'm like, oh shit, you're fucking right. Like, I do need to think of that, because it's not like we're not gonna sit here and say like, oh yeah, we're making hella fucking money. Like, if we were making hella money on the fucking podcast, girl, like, this shit would have been done like easy like a few months ago. But no, like, we're still in that phase where we need a budget, and that's something that I need to also understand with communicating with also my finances and stuff like that. So I 100% where Danny, I 100% understand where Danny's coming from, and I'm glad that he brought that conversation up to me, because easily I could just been like, that's where's the money for the podcast? Oh shit, that came out of my pocket, and that's already fucking me over, and that's fucking us over in general for the podcast too. So those are just huge things that you really do need to think about in general with like financial stuff. And even getting to this age, like, it's honestly only getting harder and harder.
I know that life is hard. Life is very much hard.
Life's a bitch.
Life is a bitch, but I feel like there's so many obstacles on the way that if you don't break down those obstacles slowly, then anywhere. Life is still going to be hard. Life is always going to be hard if you just don't go through all of those obstacles. You will never be at your happy place if you don't fight for what you want. I need a full-on structure of like, shit, Danny, yeah, plácate. You need to fucking get it together, and you need to be financially free, porque you've said it for so long, and this time around, like, I am gonna do it. And I know I've noticed that I'm a very big manifester. If I said I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Like, when I told you guys I'm gonna do my real estate stuff, I'm still doing it, like, and it's still doing it. When I said I wanted to do this podcast, I did this podcast. When I said I wanted to be a really good person in social media, I started to fucking doing it really, really fucking hard. Like, and I've manifested literally everything. So I know for a fact that I can manifest this, and this year is going to be our year. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Go ahead and comment down below what was your favorite part. Come back up, click that like button and the subscribe button. And don't forget to follow us at all of our social medias at Call Me Danny.
At XO. And don't forget to follow Let's Talk Pendejadas on Instagram and on TikTok.
And with that being said, don't think that we forgot our positive affirmation.
Christmas is a reminder that even the smallest light can brighten the darkest night.
Oh my God.
Oy,
that was
so
spooky,
deep.
scary skeleton.
But with that being said, we love you guys so much. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.